Hey everyone, I'm Marco Dela Cruz and welcome to the behind the scenes of Vault. This project began as an idea of a portal between two worlds, and in this case, one world finds the other first, and they don't believe that they should exist. We then go into the sub-themes of brotherhood and false hope. I've always liked sci-fi films and visual effects, and this was a perfect opportunity to test some of my ideas, but the final product was completely different from the initial script that I had written, and this was due to it being way over 3 minutes, and it could have easily been between 5 to 10 minutes long. Initially the script was a more linear approach. It didn't have any flashbacks in it, so we had to cut a lot of the clips out, and this didn't work out how I originally planned it to be. So I had to figure out another creative way to tell the same story. We had a couple of fight scenes that we had to throw out, and this was because we only had one day on location, and this made things super challenging. The costume and props was something we had put a lot of time into. My brother took apart some Nerf guns and repainted them to give them the sci-fi look. Even though we didn't get to see any gunplay, they really helped to make the actors feel part of the world that we were trying to portray. In terms of gear, we shot with the A7S II, and we had the Atomos Ninja Flame to get the best picture quality out of it as possible. On top of the main rig, we had a Rode VideoMic Pro to record scratch audio, and we also had a Rode NTG2 plugged into a Zoom H6 to capture environment sounds and the fight sequence sound effects. Since we had such a small crew, everyone played a huge part in assisting and doing pretty much everything around the set. This is the first time I've had a DOP on board. I normally shoot my films myself, but I wanted to be able to focus on directing the performance on the day. Joseph was super awesome. He somehow managed to decipher my ideas and bring them to life. He knew the exact lighting setups I envisioned. I also had a few sound designers on board. Sound is often overlooked in films, which can make or break them. I knew I couldn't do it alone this time, so I asked for help, and I had some amazing people come on board, and they really made the film come to life. I also created all of the visual effects in the film, and that was super tough. That was due to lack of planning. For example, I forgot to put VFX trackers on set, so there was a lot of manual tracking in After Effects done, as well as a lot of rotoscoping. In the end, we created Alt because we all enjoy filmmaking. I hope you all enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.
Alright, it's a wrap!